All right, this time Joe Jepsen is joining us. My good buddy Joe, resident
Uh,
Patriot fan, clearly. How are you?
Doing good, Eric. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay, hanging in as we all are during these times. And all right, let us
Yeah,
know,
it's
fix the topic. What do you got for us today? I guess I kind of have an idea.
I root for this one team. They had a guy just leave recently. You might have heard of him, but yeah, it's the dawn of a new era. It's an era, as a fan, it was one of those things we knew it was going to come sooner or later, and
Mhm.
you're never really prepared for it. It's just kind of Bill would say at the end of a season, it's a crash landing. It's there's never a preparation for it. You're never prepared. It just happens, and that's exactly what happened. And yeah, we're going to see our new starting quarterback for the first time in 20 years, and it's going to be an exciting, interesting time.
All right, well, here we go. It's the post Tom Brady, post Rob Gronkowski Patriots. And let's put 5 minutes on the clock, and here we go. Yeah, there's a lot of debate. I had my friend Mike Havlick on a little bit ago. We talked about the Buccaneers' perspective of gaining those two gentlemen. You're on here to talk
Right.
about what it's like with these two guys gone, and I think you're right that it's just a new era. It was gonna have to happen sooner rather than later. And to be honest with you, from my perspective, I think there's no better time to do it now, especially with the playoffs expanding to 7 teams in each conference. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
whether or not they make the playoffs right now is a different story. But having a better chance to make the playoffs, you might as well do it now than wait.
Right. 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 I mean, obviously you gain Bucks gain a couple of guys like those guys. They're going to be improved.
Mhm.
But it's they're in the same system for so long, and it's of course they're as great as they are. There's obviously going to be that transition period. There's going to be a learning
Mhm.
curve. Those two, even them, they have to work on their timing in addition to the timing of with the other players and how they work with the other players in the offense.
Mhm.
So it's going to be a transition, but it's they'll be up for it. So Tampa's going to get a couple of good guys. So
Yeah, and then on the other side with the Patriots, I mean, let's not forget their offense was not great last year. They still made the playoffs. Their defense
yeah,
was number one in the league in pass yards
yeah,
allowed. So
right.
while they didn't win the playoff game, they still got there. They still won the division. The Bills are a pretty good team last year. They're going to be better. I think the Bills are going to win the division this year. I don't know how you feel about that, but I don't think you just knock New England out of the picture right out of the gate.
No, 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 of course not. And it might be a biased opinion for me to say that, that until they're beaten, they're the team to beat.
Mhm.
But it's, like I say, and until they're beaten, I have no reason to believe that they wouldn't be in a contention. But it's certainly not as confident as previous years. But like I say, I've seen him play without Tom before, and
Mhm.
so why shouldn't I think it? There wouldn't be any success. So
I think they're what are they 14-6 during Tom's career when he doesn't play. I think, but that
when he's
he
been the starter, they're
yeah,
five and
while he's
11.
been the starter.
They were 5-11 his first year, and with Drew as a quarterback.
Yeah.
But yeah, 14 and something when he 11-5. When he missed 08.
Mhm.
So it's it's been proven before. There is they've played without Dom and they've had success without him. So I have no reason to believe that there wouldn't be any success. So yeah, it's like I say, it's an exciting time. It's uncharted territory. So
Yeah, that is true. And even that one year where it was Matt Castle at the helm, they still went 11-5.
yeah,
Missed the playoffs because the East
well,
somehow.
tiebreaker. So I mean,
Yeah, it was a three-way tiebreaker. I think they were all
exactly.
5. But they can still get to double digits wins without him. And Jarrett Stidham, it's
Yeah,
time to grab the reins, and he should be okay.
and they're still going to have probably the top rated secondary in the league.
Mhm.
And they've still got some good guys on defense, on the line, linebackers. So I mean, the cupboard's not bare. Let's put it that way. It's certainly not bare in New England, and just because one guy left doesn't mean all is lost.
Right.
So
And another good sign too, all 4 quarterbacks in the AFC East all have less than 3 years of experience at the helm of their respective teams. So off
yeah, so
to
it's
watch.
no, yeah, it's up for grabs still. There, no one's no one's taken the hold of the division yet. Which will take time. So
Mhm.
everyone's picking the Bills, but it's going to take time for the Bills to go out and prove everyone right. So,
All right, so we're down to
but
the final minute here. Give me what you think New England's record is going to be this season, and how you think are they going to be in the playoffs? Are they going to win the division? How far?
um, I mean, after the past 20 years, after seeing what I've seen, nothing would surprise me anymore. I'm not saying they're going to win a division, but I certainly won't be surprised if they do. So, I mean, it's my expectations certainly aren't as high as they have been in previous years for obvious reasons, but I don't think they're going to go in the tank. I don't think they're going to be fall
Right.
flat like everyone expects them to. So it's going to be an interesting year. I think it's going to be a surprising year. I feel so.
Well, I've never
So
known you to be political. First time you give me a political answer when we're talking about sports. How did that happen?
It happens from time to time.
And with that, we hit the 5-minute mark right on the dot. Joe, thanks so much for joining us today. And
All right. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it. Have a good one.